Awesome viewers, good afternoon. Trust you are doing great. It's great seeing you once again. Yeah, we're here with some projectile questions that has to do with a little bit calculation, but it's not actually different from what we've been doing so far. So let's enjoy the ride. So if this is your first time, please subscribe, click on that thing written subscription, just click it. Then look at that like, click it. Then go to that comment box, write something. This is part of physics. I look forward to seeing your comments. See you, and let's enjoy the ride. Now, a stone is projected horizontally from the top of a tower with a speed of 5 meters per second. It lands on the ground level at a horizontal distance of 20 meters from the foot of the tower. Calculate the height of the tower. Take G as 10 meters per second square. Now, how do we go? A stone is projected horizontally from the top of it. So now, if we look at this, actually a question from an external examination 1998, question number 2. Yeah. Now, a stone is projected horizontally from the top of the tower. So, a tower, this is tower, let's say this is a tower, and then, so from the top of the tower with a speed of 5 meters per second. So it acts, initially the velocity you start from was with 5 meters per second. So the initial velocity u is equal to 5 meters per second. It lands on the ground level at a horizontal distance of 20 meters. So the distance from the foot of the tower to get to land is 20 meters. Yeah. Calculate the height. So we are looking for the height. Now, before we can find the height, first of all, we need to understand that the range, which is x, is equal to what? Initial velocity times time. Yes. We have the range, which is x, 20 meters. The time we don't have, but we have the initial velocity, isn't it? We have the initial velocity of what? Of 5 meters per second. So we can use it to do what? To find what? The time. So let's use this formula to find the time. R is equal to U times T. At times I use R, at times I use T. But know that the formula is range. So we are going to have 20 is equal to what? U. 5, U is what? 5 times T. Remember I told that when a stone is horizontal now, initial velocity, when it comes to projectile, the initial velocity does work with the horizontal aspect. Are you getting it? T is equal to what? 20 divided by 5. Our T is equal to what? 4 seconds. So the T is 4 seconds. Now the next thing is it lands on the ground level at a horizontal distance of 20 from the foot of the tower. Calculate the height. Now for us to calculate the height, we use equation 3. That S, equation 3 is H is equal to what? UT plus 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 GT squared. Remember now, when we're talking about height now, the U is 0. Initial velocity is 0. It's coming what with what? With the final velocity. So at this point now, U is equal to 0. Our T is equal to what? 4. Then G is coming with acceleration to gravity, which is what? 10. So we can now find the height. H is what? Is the height. So let's find the height now. So equation 3 is what? 0 times T plus 1 over 2 times G is what? 10 times 4 squared. So this one is 0, H is equal to what? This one is 0, this one is gone. So half times 10 equals 5 times 4 squared is 16. So 5 times 4, 16 times 5 is 80. So H is equal to what? 80 meters. So the height is equal to what? 80 meters. That's the question. Very, very simple. Then number 2. Number 2 says, a particle is projected horizontally at 10 meters per second from the top of the tower, 20 meters high. Calculate the horizontal distance traveled by the particle. Now, the particle is projected horizontally. Now, this one now is talking about another initial from the top of the tower now. Now, the top of the tower. Now, and it's projected horizontally. So, and a particle, so let's assume the horizontal initial velocity is what? 10 meters per second. Now it goes down because it's a projectile, it's projected, and top of the tower 20 meters high. The H here now is 20 meters high. 20 meters. Now, they now say calculate the horizontal distance traveled by the particle when it hits the level. So when they say horizontal distance now, what are we looking for? The range, the x. Now, do we know the time? No. They only give us what? The g. The g is what? 10 meter per second square. So what's the range? Remember, the range is what? R is equal to u times t. But we have u, we don't have t. That means we need to look for t. How do we look for t? We use the formula h. Since the height is given, h is equal to ut plus 1 over 2 gt squared. Are you getting it? So when h is given to us, we have our h is equal to 20 meter. Our u, when we're talking about height now, is 0. Then our t is not even given. 80 is equal to what? 80 is equal to h is 80, h is 20, sorry. H is 20 given from the equation as the height of the tower. 20 is equal to u is 0, t is 0, so it's 0 plus 1 over 2. Then g is what? 10 times t squared. So at the end we are going to have 40 divided by 10 is equal to t squared. So 40 divided by 10 should give us 4. Then t will be equal to what? Square root of 4, 2 seconds. So I haven't gotten this the time as 2 seconds now. I haven't gotten the time as 2 seconds now. So remember, what is the formula for our range? I said our range is what? Initial velocity times the time. And that's what they asked us to look for. Calculate the horizontal distance, which is the range. Horizontally by the part when it hits the level ground. So from here to here, this is where it hits the ground. This is the horizontal distance. So range is what? U times t. We've gotten our t now. And our u is given the horizontal distance, which is u, 10 meters per second. So r is equal to what? When u is equal to 10 and t is equal to what? 2. So r is equal to what? 10 times 2. So r is equal to what? 20 meters. So that's the answer, that's the value for the range for question number 2. Please, I would like to erase all of that and write question number 3 properly so that we can be able to grab what we are doing. Yeah, a tennis ball is projected at an angle theta attains a range of 78 meters. So a projectile, I hit it, it goes up, comes down, and when it comes down, from this point 0 to this point, so 78 meters. So the range R is what? 78 meters. So it landed here. But the angle it makes, we don't know. They say it makes an angle theta. And if the velocity imparted to the ball by the racket is actually 30 meters per second. So the initial velocity is what? 30 meters per second. Yeah. Calculate the theta. Initial velocity has to do with horizontal stuff, horizontal distances. Calculate theta. So then we are given our g as of 10 meters per second square, and we are given our range as 78 meters, and then we are given our u as 30 meters per second. Then we are asked to calculate the theta. So what is the formula for range? Plus r is equal to what? U squared sine square theta over g. Now, that's the formula. So u squared sine 2 theta. Sorry, sine theta over g. Yes, that's the formula. So the range is given. So we are looking for theta. So let's substitute all the value into the range now. So we are going to have 78 is equal to u is what? 30 square sine 2 theta over g is what? G is 10. So let's cross multiply now. If we cross multiply, it becomes 78 times 10 is equal to 900, because 30 squared is 900 sine 2 theta. So divided by 900, we have 780 divided by 900 is equal to sine 2 theta. So now, yeah, I want you to be careful about this junction. Please, you don't divide this by 2 theta. You look for the sign, because these 2 and theta, they are attached together. So this sign is a different variable. So you go and look for, so 780 divided by 900 to give us, that will be 0.8667 is equal to sine 2 theta. So when you divide 780 divided by 900, this 900, sorry, for my writing, this 900. So when you divide 780 divided by 900, it will give us 0.8667. So you find sine shift 0.8667 is equal to 2 theta. So when the sine comes to this side, so it will give you 60 degrees is equal to 2 theta. So now you can now divide this side by 2. So at the end we will have 60 is equal to 2 theta. So theta is what? 60 divided by 2 will give you theta. So theta is equal to 30 degrees. That's our answer. Some people will make a mistake here. Please try as much as possible not to avoid this mistake of dividing by 2 before finding the sine. So you find the sine first because these two and theta they are attached together. So before you can now divide it by 2. So the angle with which the tennis make to the ground result is 30 degrees. Thank you, viewers. Love you. Stay tuned. See you some other time. Bye.